Everyone, it is Kath from Live by 5, and today I wanted to show you how to create a direct link to your Google reviews page so that people can easily paste a review for your business, and you can give them that link directly from an email or a canned response or whenever they ask you for that link, because it can be a little bit hard to find, and not everybody in your customer base is always going to necessarily be able to work out how to do this. So what are we working towards? Here's what the final result looks like. So I'm just going to create this is what the final thing that we're trying to do is. We're trying to give you a link, which I've just pasted in now, that is going to do something like this. They paste the link in and it automatically gives you a rate and review page for your business. So that's what we're working towards. How are we going to do this? The first thing that you need is this link here. So I'm going to put this link, this support link from Google Support Garage into the links below the video. So don't stress about writing anything down. The links are below. So this is the instructions, and I haven't made this up. I had to follow these instructions to work out how to do this. I'm just creating the video because it's a little bit hard to understand. So the next thing I'm going to do is tell you what you need first. So we're working towards being able to get people to write these Google reviews, okay? And this is what they look like when they're listed. People click on that, they see these, they want to work with you. It's all fairly straightforward, okay? So the first prerequisite of this process is that you actually do need to have your business listed in and verified as a Google My Business. Now, that is probably a video for another day. If you don't have that, you're not going to be able to do this. All right. So assuming that you do have a Google My Business listing, and I'll show you what mine looks like now by just clicking on this map here. It's going to take me to my Live by 5 listing here. It gives it a little bit of information, has some pictures, all of that stuff. So I have created this Live by 5, and it is connected to one of my Google accounts. Okay, if you don't have that, you won't be able to follow this. Now, step 1 is to open this link here, create a link for customers to write reviews. Now, they do this a little bit backwards, so I'm going to do it in the correct order. Step 2 is to scroll down here and collect this part of the URL. So HTTPS right through to place ID equals. You stop at the equals. You don't need this place ID bit. You stop at the equals, and I'm going to get you to copy that, and in a new tab, open that new tab and paste that in. But don't press enter, because we don't want that page to go anywhere yet. This is just kind of like a placeholder. The next part of this is to scroll back up these instructions and click on the Place ID Lookup tool. Now, this is the bit that we need to get right. You need to enter your location. Now, it looks just like a graphic, but it's actually something you can put in here. So I'm going to type Live by 5 in here, and it will bring up my business. And this is why you need a business Google My Business page in order for this to work. So I click on that, and it actually brings up this thing called a place ID. So I'm copying that string there that says from the first letter after the word ID right up to the last number there. I'm going to copy that. Now, that tab that we had open that we hadn't pressed enter on with that original search string from that website from before that we pasted in, okay, so that search string, I'm going to paste that in there, okay. Now, here's the bit. You've got to copy this. You've got to copy this into your place, into your clipboard, and then paste it somewhere to keep, because this is actually your Google review link. So when I click enter on that, I've copied it, so I've got the whole thing in my clipboard, but when I hit enter on that, it does what we're looking for. It creates that direct link to write a review for my customer. So if I was me, I could write a review. I'm not going to write a review for myself. It looks pretty bad. the problem is that once you've hit enter, that string changes into this really long, complicated thing that doesn't do anything for anyone. So it really is important that you have copied that original link, and you can see that here, before you press enter on it. Okay, so that seems kind of confusing. I'm sorry about that. But the instructions are confusing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the link to this page. I'm going to give you the link to the Place ID lookup tool, and I'm going to put these in the correct order. And then you've got this video to refer back to in order to do that. Actually implement that, because it is a little bit hard. So from this point, I then create an email and what I call a canned response, so that whenever anybody sends me an email saying, hey, Kath, how can I write a review for your business? I give them the link. They don't have to think very hard, which is part of doing good business, is not make your customers think. And they can write a review very easily. Hopefully it's going to be a good one, and it's going to help my business stand out amongst all the other web design businesses out there by having some good Google reviews. I hope that this has been helpful. Feel free to give me some feedback in the comment section. I'll put all the links below the video, and if there are any other videos that you would like me to create for you, please feel free to add that information in there too. Until next time, I hope that you are enjoying building your websites, and I will catch you later.